Hey guys, what's up? The TheiPodKid here, and before we start app review number 82, I did want to give a quick shout out to Pete Ryan 7 How. His link is to the right in the more info section. He has a ton of different Apple related videos, so he's got Mac videos and iPod and iPhone videos, so make sure you go over and check him out if you're interested at all in Apple products. But anyway, to start off my actual application review, I'm going to be reviewing one of the newly released and most popular applications into the App Store, Bloons Tower Defense, which is now on sale for 99 cents. Definitely recommend to go check it out. You're going to save 60% if you go out and buy this application now. I'm sure most of you have already heard of Bloons Tower Defense. If you don't, then I don't know where you've been. Bloons Tower Defense is basically known as the best tower defense game ever invented, and one of the most popular computer flash games ever on the internet. It's a huge game. It always has been really awesome, some of the most smooth and fluid controls, and some of the most fun gameplay you'll ever encounter on the computer, and now on your iPod and iPhone. So from this main menu, I'm really not going to show you too much. I want to get into the gameplay so you can decide if you want to go buy it or not. So let's just go into play game. And something that can be seen as a pro and con, you have about 15 different levels to actually choose from in this application, compared to the original 2 or 3 on the Bloons for flash games for your computer. That can be a nice thing, but honestly, I kind of liked when you just had the simplistic style of a few levels to choose from instead of having to go through all these different packs. And then, so you have all these 5 different packs, and you have 3 levels per pack, and then for each level you can choose easy, medium, and hard. That's definitely nice if you're a huge Bloons fanatic and you're going to be playing this non-stop every single day and you want to keep upping your high score. But Bloons has always been a nice game where you can just pick it up and play whenever you want to, easy, medium, and hard. And now with all these different customization tools, yeah, it's nice and it's not going to stop you from playing simply like if you want to, but it is kind of annoying, and just that's really a con with myself. That's a personal con, so that might be a huge pro for you, but personally it kind of gets away from the whole classic element of Bloons for your computer. So let's just play on this level preset, and we'll play on easy. Play game. Alright, and here is our actual pathway, and if you don't know what a tower defense game is, you will have a start and an ending point, and in this case Bloons will be our objects that we're trying to destroy, so they will come all the way through this entire path to try and get out here. And if any Bloons reach here before you destroy them, you will lose a life. You start with 100 lives, you will never earn any more lives, so make sure you use those and try not to lose them as much as possible, obviously. Down the left and the right side of the screen are the tools that you use to destroy the Bloons. You have some pretty funky ones in here too. Example, here is a monkey, and the monkey will throw darts, and that is the classic Bloons destroying kind of defense mechanism. And if you get this monkey right here, you're going to try and work your way down to a super monkey, which will throw bullet and rapid-like darts, which will eventually you can upgrade to lasers and upgrade to plasma. So yeah, it's pretty fun, kind of crazy, but it's definitely a really fun application. If you know the Flash game, then it's definitely true to the actual Flash game itself on the computer. So anyway, let's just try and show you some of the gameplay here. So very simple and slow in the beginning. There's 50 rounds per level that you choose to play from, and once you get up in those 50 rounds, you have hundreds and thousands of Bloons shooting on per round, and you got rapid sound effects going and so much happening on the screen at once, and you never encounter any at all frame rate issues. Definitely an amazing thing to happen on such a small device. You will not encounter frame rate issues. Such a sweet idea. I'm really glad that they could do that on such a small device. But anyway, aside from encountering frame rate issues, or not encountering frame rate issues, if you really don't like the whole just popping of the balloon sound and the simple background music included with the application, you do have the ability to actually listen to your music stored on your iPod or iPhone. Definitely another nice feature about the application. So this is the second round, kind of still slow, but I'm sure if you do know the actual game of Bloons, you will eventually encounter new colors, lead balloons. Here's a new color right here, as you guys see. So it just seems really simple at the beginning, but if you know what, any tower defense game, they are always simple in the beginning, and it gets ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you now and vouch for Bloons completely. Bloons is going to be my favorite, and I'm sure most people's favorite tower defense games ever. It was amazing on the computer and PC and Mac, and they have finally ported it over to the iPod and iPhone, and I'm going to say right now, they did a fantastic job on it. They did kind of stray away from the whole classic elements, but it definitely did stay somewhat true, and still keep the same fresh gameplay environment. So that's my review for Bloons Tower Defense, a recently newly added application to the App Store, now only 99 cents, so make sure you go snag that as soon as possible. Alrighty guys, and my next app for you guys is Photoshop Mobile, and I'm sure most of you have heard of Photoshop. It was a recently released application in the App Store. It is free still, and it kind of died in the App Store though, but it was a huge deal when it first came out. And what Photoshop Mobile will allow users to do is select any photos stored on their iPod or iPhone and tweak them and customize and edit them in ways you would really never imagine on such a small device. So here's your array of different customization tools at the top. You can do crop, rotate, and flip, exposure, saturation, tint, black and white, sketch and focus. So say if I want to choose sketch, then I can simply just X out or check it off if I want to keep it. And then here's where you can change all the different colors. Vibrance, you have pop right here, and then over here rainbow. You have quite a few different color effects, and once again you can check it off if you want to keep it or X out if you don't. So let's just go on to warm vintage and we will save it. And then now if I don't want this warm vintage to be here anymore, down at the bottom I can hit the red back arrow and it will change it back to how it originally was. But if I accidentally hit back, simply hit the green arrow and it'll go back to the warm vintage mode. But anyway, the only last two features you can do is 1, X out and go to the main menu, or 2, hit down here, you can save and exit so you can work on this later and it'll be stored on your device, or you can save it and upload it to the internet so you can actually share this with family and friends. Definitely a nice feature about this, especially because it is a free application, so I do recommend to go get this because regardless if you like photography, it is a nice application to have stored onto the back of your device, regardless if you want to do some color tweaking effects or if you just want to have a simple crop, rotate, and flip photo editing software on your iPod or iPhone. So it is a nice basic one, but it also has a few more advanced features on the actual application. That's all I have for you on that one. That is going to be, once again, a rather popular application for free, Photoshop Mobile. And my final app for this review is going to be a rather popular computer flash game, not quite as popular as Bloons Tower Defense, but this is going to be called Yeti Sports Lite. There's a paid version, obviously. Don't really recommend to go get the paid version. This is going to be a simple pick up and play out of pure boredom application. It is fun to tinker around with for a while, but would I actually pay for this? Not really. So, as you see, you do have a pretty simple main menu. Play level, which really isn't unlocked for this free version. Play classic and then main menu. So all you really have is play classic, and what you'll be doing is you are this Yeti down here at the bottom of the screen, and at the top of the screen is a penguin atop a mountain of some sort, and you tap the screen once and the penguin will jump, and then you tap it again to club the penguin and see how far you can make him soar. And then by tilting right and left, you'll actually be able to affect the flight pattern of the penguin, which is a pretty cool feature. That is new because you obviously couldn't do a tilt control on your PC or Mac, but now that you can actually use the accelerometer on the iPod and iPhone, you will be able to tilt and control the penguin's flight pattern. So I definitely recommend go check this application out if you are any bit of a fan of these kind of games, computer flash games, if you've ever played them or if you've ever played this Yeti Sports one on your computer. If not, it's up to you. It's pretty fun. It is a pick up and play one, definitely to keep on the back of your iPod or iPhone, but it's not one that you're going to need to rush out and get. So that's all I have for you guys in this app review. Once again, let's run through these. Bloons Tower Defense, now it is temporarily $1 in the App Store. Definitely recommend to go get that one. Photoshop Mobile, and if you have any interest in photos and you want to have a simple photo editing software on the back of your iPod or iPhone, go check it out. And then Yeti Sports Lite, if you're a fan of the series, go check it out. If not, it's up to you. It's a simply fun one just to cure a little bit of boredom here and there, but nothing too special. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day.